the small town of Noorabad, where the houses sat like colourful cubes between tall trees and winding paths, lived a boy named Mahdo. He wasn't the loudest in class or the fastest in the playground. In fact, most people barely noticed him at all. But Mahdo didn't mind. Mahdo liked watching people more than being watched. He had quiet eyes and a soft voice. He loved listening to the rustling leaves and the way birds chirped at sunrise. He walked to school alone, sometimes stopping to help a snail cross the road or to pick up wrappers someone had thrown on the grass. While most children dreamed of being superheroes with capes and flashy powers, Mahdo had a different dream. He wanted to be a helper, one no one saw. The kind of helper whose kindness floated through the town like a gentle breeze, leaving everything just a little better. One Monday morning, Mahdo saw Sammy, a classmate, sitting alone on the bench outside their classroom. His stomach growled loudly. "Sammy, forgot my lunch," Sammy muttered to himself, kicking at a stone. That afternoon, while everyone was in art class, Mahdo sneaked to his bag and took out his extra sandwich, the one his mum had packed just in case. He placed it quietly on Sammy's desk and slipped away without a sound. After break time, Sammy found the sandwich and smiled so wide it nearly touched his ears. "Sammy, maybe someone's looking out for me." Another time, Mahdo noticed that the bicycle parked outside old Mrs. Parveen's house had a broken chain. He had passed it on his way to the library, where he spent hours reading about birds and faraway forests. That evening, while the stars blinked above, Mahdo snuck out with his small toolbox. He fixed the chain, oiled the squeaky wheels, and left it standing upright by the door. Mrs. Parveen was overjoyed the next morning. Mrs. Parveen must have been an angel, she told her cat, who purred in agreement. Week after week, Mahdo's invisible kindness grew. He tied a lost puppy to a tree near the shelter. He watered the dying plants near the playground. He left drawings of smiling suns and hearts on the desks of kids who looked sad, but he never told anyone it was him. At first, people thought it was a coincidence. Then they started talking. "Lala, someone left a note on my desk that said, 'You're braver than you think.' It made my day. I was crying under the banyan tree and found a flower crown just sitting beside me. The mayor heard the stories and made an announcement at the community centre. Mayor, we may not know who the mystery helper is, but kindness is spreading like sunlight after a storm. Let's all join in." Soon, others began doing little acts of kindness too. A boy helped an old man carry his groceries. A teacher brought extra snacks for students who forgot theirs. Even the grumpy librarian put up a shelf called Books to Make You Smile. Mahdo watched it all heartful. He didn't want to be famous, he just wanted people to care, and now they did. One late afternoon, dark clouds rolled over Noorabad. Thunder growled like a hungry tiger. Rain began to pour and didn't stop for 2 days. Mahdo's home, a small cottage near the edge of the woods, was hit the worst. The wind tore off part of the roof. Water leaked through the ceiling. His garden was ruined, and worst of all, his pet bird, who usually stayed safe in her cage, was gone. Mahdo searched the yard, the trees, and even the nearby bushes, calling her name. Mother, Lala, Lala. But the only reply was the patter of rain and the howl of wind. Tired, wet and sad, Mahdo curled up under a blanket that smelled like dust and old dreams. He didn't cry, not loudly, just quietly, the way he did everything else. He missed his pet. He missed his little garden. He missed the way his home used to feel safe and warm, but he didn't ask for help. Helpers, he thought, weren't supposed to need help. The next morning, Mahdo woke to the sound of footsteps and soft whispers outside his window. Person 1, do you think he's awake yet? Person 2, shh, don't drop that hammer. Mahdo peeked through the curtain. There were people, lots of people. Mrs. Parveen was holding a toolbox. Sammy had a loaf of bread under his arm. Lala was placing flowers by the doorstep. Even the mayor was there, wearing rain boots and holding a broom. Mahdo, what's going on? Sammy, we heard your home was damaged. We thought maybe you could use a little kindness. Lala, we don't know who the invisible helper is, but we know what he would have done if this happened to someone else. They patched his roof, they cleaned up the garden, they brought extra blankets and jars of jam. Arib even gave Mahdo a handmade birdhouse in case Lala Pet comes back. Inside his room, Mahdo found drawings stuck to his wall. They were from his classmates. Pictures of sunshine, birds' hearts and messages that said things like, "Classmates to our quiet friend. Thank you. The world is brighter with you in it. Whoever you are, we're with you." Tears welled up in Mahdo's eyes. He didn't speak for a moment, afraid his voice would crack. "Mahdo, you didn't have to, Mayor. We know, but that's what kindness is." The storm passed. The sun returned. And a few days later, so did Lala Pet. Mahdo found her perched on the branch of the lemon tree outside, wet, ruffled, but safe. She chirped once and flew into his arms. That night, as the stars blinked above Noorabad again, Mahdo sat by his window holding a notebook. He wrote a simple line at the top of a new page. "Mahdo, even invisible kindness leaves footprints." From that day on, Mahdo kept helping others. But he didn't hide as much. He joined clean-up teams, helped at the shelter, and even led a kindness club at school. He still didn't like too much attention, but now he knew it was okay to receive too. Kids, do you know that sometimes kindness travels in a circle? And when you give it with love, it always finds its way back. Do you like me as an invisible helper? Then like and subscribe.